Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speak Like a Rock Star. Cut the music. My name is Horst Johnston, and many of you know me as the Cougar Hunter, where I showed thousands of people how to hunt, catch, and release the most precious of prey, the sexy and seductive Southern California cougar. But thanks to the Me Too movement, I'm out of business. Now, I use my decades of speaking experience to teach people like you how to speak like a rock star in my new seminar series called Rock Out with Your Jock Out. Now, there's a pathway you can follow. How many of you want to speak like a rock star? Everyone, great! Almost everyone wants to speak like a rock star, and I was no different. But I had to face the facts early that my speeches sucked. Listen to my speeches was like listening to nails down a chalkboard. And the best part of my speech was when the Toastmaster would walk over and kick me in the nads for wasting people's time. Since then, I've been using my easy 3-step system to speak like a rock star. And my speeches have gone from junk to punk. And I can have you speaking like a rock star too. So are you ready to learn how to speak like a rock star? Everyone, great. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do to speak like a rock star is to create your own rock star name. Let's face it, your name is just not going to cut it. I mean, Joyce Pussy Kelly, CJ Fry, Richard Peck. I mean, come on, let's get serious. Every great rock and roller has a rock star name. For example, Elton John used to be Reginald Dwight. Freddie Mercury used to be Farouk Bulsara. And Tina Turner used to be Anime Bullock. And yes, even me, the great Horst Johnston, used to be Tiny Grosswiener. So I'm going to share with you my secret formula for your very own rock star name. Are you ready? Everyone, great. The first thing I want you to do is bring to mind your first pet's name. What was your first pet's name? Now bring to mind your mother's maiden name. What was your mother's maiden name? Now take your first pet's name followed by your mother's maiden name and text it to me at this phone number. And I can give you some real-time feedback. When I was a kid, I had a great big giant German Shepherd named Horst. I named him Horst because he was so big you can ride him like a horse. When I combined Horst with my mother's maiden name Johnston, it was pure magic. Now, let's see what some of you texted. Smokey Jones, wicked. Pinky Garcia, that's solid gold. Now you've completed step 1 and you're on your way to your new rock star name. The second thing you need is to speak like a rock star is to create your signature move. Every great rock and roller has a signature move. David Lee Roth used to jump and do the splits. Axl Rose used to do something called the half Jesus. Pete Townsend used to take his guitar and smash the crap out of it right on stage. Michael Jackson did something called the moonwalk. I'm sure you're familiar. And Freddie Mercury used to do something I call the tripod. It was something like this. As for my signature move, I just pick up my smartphone, tap on the Pocket Whip app, and dance around the room like a bucking bronco. Now, you'll want to have a backup signature move just in case. That's why I keep a used pair of undies in my pocket during my presentations, and then throw them out into the audience as my own personal touch. The ladies love that. The third step to speaking like a rock star is you must have groupies. Groupies are people that you plant in the audience to cheer extra loud at your speech and laugh extra hard at your jokes. Groupies will make a speech seem a whole lot better than it is. and it'll make your joke seem funnier too. If you listen closely, you can hear my groupies right there in the audience. Everyone, great! Ladies and gentlemen, here's the hard truth. You don't need Toastmasters to learn how to speak. Last I looked, everyone had a mouth and no one had trouble using it. What you need is to learn how to make yourself more interesting. What you really need is to make your speeches more exciting and memorable. What you really need is to learn how to speak like a rock star. That's all the time I have for now. Make sure you look for my next presentation, my next speech, where I show you how to make love to your audience. In my highly anticipated presentation called The 7 Habits of Highly Promiscuous People. Until I see you again, this is Horst Johnson, and I'll see you backstage. Mr. Toastmaster.